Hello everyone and welcome back for yet another episode of Look Outside. I am still Nono, and we're picking right up where we left off. I just wanted to make sure that the last episode doesn't get too long so that I don't run the risk of losing footage. So, we just talked to Audrey and learned that they were a person once and now are a vending machine. I don't know what else I can really do. I'm assuming there's gotta be some way that you can actually get her to be in your apartment. But we'll worry about that later. For now, I'm still looking for the plant apartment. I want to say it's like maybe down and then to the left rather than the right. That's Fred's apartment. That's where the astronomer hangs out. If I keep going to the left here... It's not this, is it? No, that's the rat tunnel. Where, oh where would it be? Probably something I should have looked for between episodes, honestly. Ah, it was here somewhere, wasn't it? There it is. Okay, so we should be able to do this one a lot more easily now as well. So you, I actively didn't fight before because I was scared, but now, let's see how we do. What were they weak to? Were they weak to slashing? I guess we'll find out. So if he goes into hiding, we do the Nitro Boost, Papa no attacks. That's gonna be our routine and battle from now on, pretty much. Confusion Pollen. Well, damn. That didn't interrupt the hiding, unfortunately. Well, your plants, so Molotovs will definitely work. I'm gonna at least use one on the Great Flower. And actually, Papano, use a tonic on me. And then Sophie tried to hide again. I don't really know what else I would have you do right now other than that. Yeah, so fire works just fine, just like with many other things in this game. And then I think we'll just keep attacking from here. We'll try... maybe not taunting, but at least attacking. I guess I could see piercing being effective against plants, if not slashing. Maybe we'll try... Do we still have some of the forks? We don't. And I want to save the dinner plate because that can stun if we're lucky. Well, just keep attacking normally then. If the other plant already died, this one probably doesn't have much longer either. Whew, 42 damage though. There we go. 350 XP, that is a lot. Papano's level 12, Sophie's level 9. Chef's knife was damaged, that is fine. We should at least be able to repair that. Oh, I'm dumb! You were probably all yelling at me for that. I probably have to unequip the item before I can repair it, that's what it is. That's where I've been messing up. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. So can I now repair the rat whip again? That is in fact what it is. Okay. It's already been a while since I last repaired something on an episode, so I forgot I had to unequip it first. That makes a lot more sense. Well, we did find another cleaver at least, so I'm not too worried that we... I did it again. I need to stop pressing clear. Let's give you the crown of fingers, actually. There we go. And then we'll just equip you with something else in the meantime. There we go. See, everything's much better again now. Easy peasy. We have free chef's knife though. I technically didn't even need to repair that. And maybe I should have saved the duct tape for the cleaver. Oh well. We'll find more eventually, I'm sure. So the danger level has not gone up yet because all of these are still rooms we have already been to. We'll have to go somewhere new if we want to be able to save. I believe we've already been in here too. Right, that's the Rafflesia flower. Let's start with fire. It's not been letting us down so far. And then Sophie is gonna hide again. Oh right, Nitro Boost. I should always do that first, I forget. I'm still not used to having it. Ooh, 103 damage though. Well, let's Nitro Boost. Keep trying to attack with the whip. Actually, we haven't used the lunge yet today and the day is almost over, right? I guess I'm gonna wait a little bit, but I need to remember to actually take advantage of that. Let's do the whip constrict instead then. And we'll just attack with Sophie. Alright, that missed. That's not great, but that's okay. I'm mostly gonna try to confuse with Sophie and the finger crown, which I think I need to re-equip. When I cleared her inventory, it probably got rid of it. Alright, the Crimson Bloom is grappled. We crit it. Oh, it's healing itself. Fair enough. Well, so can Pompano. Let's do Whip Drain, and then keep attacking with Sophie as well. Oh, there we go. Easy enough, 200 XP. Let's see what's in here. Some eye drops, a first aid kit, and a video game cartridge. Forget about it. Forget about it. Alright, Pompano is bleeding. We're gonna take care of that right away, rather than letting it sit there. I'm gonna give Sophie some juice, just to get some stamina back in case we do need to use her abilities. And then we'll use some stale pizza. Perfect. Okay, so we've been in here already too, but I don't think we've gone any further, because I didn't want to fight the big thing. I did kill whatever was here, it seems. But I haven't looted the fridge. Oh no, I didn't kill this. What the fuck are you? Hey, hello, I'm Marvin. I've been looking for food and stumbled upon this place. Wonder who it belongs to. They must have been some kind of plant freak. I don't think I could leave if I wanted to at this point. Ah, it feels so good. I feel like I'm one with the world. I can sense the pulse of the earth. It is exquisite. Well, I'm happy for you, bud. Raw beef. I feel like I should not take that. This already flies around it. But sure, you know what the fuck. Don't forget, it's tomorrow. I can't wait to share my gift with you. I guess I'll have to come back tomorrow for that. Okay, unlock that door, so now we can just take a little shortcut back whenever we need to. Do I want to fight the big one? Yeah, let's do it, why not? We'll still start with a Nitro Boost. Since we're fighting two enemies, I will do the regular whip attack. And then we will hide Sophie for now. Probably going to try blinding them again. Okay, we're afflicted by acid again. That is fine. We'll use a Molotov on the Root Freak. Pompano keeps attacking, and Sophie... Chaos. Oh wow, yeah, just straight up stunned, blinded, confused. Very nice. I wanted to at least try it once to see just how effective it is. Turns out, pretty damn effective. Okay, now our danger level is high enough that we can save. Before we do that, let's take a look around and see if there's any items we can grab. This is a fairly big room. Nothing here. Just a locked door. So that's it for now then? I'm guessing we have to come back the next day and talk to Marvin to maybe get the key for the door. It's the only thing I can really think of, because I'm pretty sure we've been everywhere else now. Yeah, that's where I thought the big flower. And that just links back around from the other side. Okay. Well, in that case, let's head back to the apartment. Probably close out the day with some video games. And then worry about the rest of that one tomorrow. I'd still say we're doing pretty damn well. There is still Fred's apartment. Honestly, I'm gonna pose this question to you guys watching. Should have probably done it in the last episode. Do you think I should go back and kill the other Freds? Is it worth it? Without really spoiling what happens if I do, but I'd love to know your opinion on it. And should I only kill the fake ones? Alright. Yeah, let's save first. We've been away for about an hour. It's still lunchtime, so no bedtime anytime soon. Okay, before we do any video game stuff, I will check one thing in here. And that is specifically the chart that had all the planets and the moons. I want to write that down so that we don't have to come back here every time that I want to figure that out. So... Mercury and Venus have no moons. Earth has 1. Mars has 2. Neptune has 16. Uranus has 28. Jupiter has 95. And Saturn has 146. So in order to open the Saturn door, we have to add them up in some way that gives us 146. Since they're beyond the door that we need to open with Mars and Earth, that eliminates those already. So, let's see, 95 plus 28. Gonna have to do some quick head math here. That would be 250... fuck, no, I'm dumb. Don't mind me. I'm terrible at math. 115 plus 8, so 123. Plus 16 would be 130... What did I say? 139, I guess. So that's still 5 missing? No, fuck. I told you I'm bad at math. 17? I could get a calculator out, but where's the fun in that, right? Hold on, I'm gonna do this the old-fashioned way and write this down in my notes. Comedy. Okay, so we got 11, 19, carry the 1, 10, that's 13. So that's 139, which does mean we need 7. We're missing a 7 somewhere, but I don't know what that would be. We're gonna have to come back to this when I have more information, I think. Unless there's some other way that we... Oh, I think I know what I can check, in fact. Let's go back down there again. What we're gonna do is I'm going to go back to the shop, buy some herbicide, and then go back to Jasper's room, take a look at the puzzle, and also check what's behind the herbicide door. Kill 2 birds with 1 stone, basically. How much is that anyways? 2 herbicides, $80. Sure. That's all I really need from here. And then we'll go head on back downstairs. I do believe Jasper's room had a separate planet puzzle. Up here was just locked. That's the janitor's closet. I still need to figure out how to open those at some point. I wouldn't be surprised if the key for them was in the basement. So there's this puzzle here. The number 29 is etched onto the door handle. So that would be... I guess that would technically be Earth and Uranus. It doesn't seem like there would be any other way to get to 29, but we can't get the Earth disk because that's currently what's keeping the ground floor open. There's gotta be some other way to get down to the ground floor that I can unlock. An elixir bottle, neat. Traded an herbicide for an elixir, that seems pretty good, honestly. And then the other puzzle was, I believe, up here? Yes. An image of planet Saturn is etched onto the door handle. Unless it's as simple as just putting in Saturn itself when we find it. And I do believe there was one more of these puzzles down in the basement. That one requires me to put the same value on both sides, if I remember correctly. I might as well check, because the basement itself is safe, from what I remember. I think that's the... Oh, there's also this dude down here. I forgot about him. Yeah, let's fight him too. We just saved. What's the worst that can happen, right? Since it's a single enemy, let's whip constrict. And then hide Sophie. There's our nitro boost. We'll try to blind it too. We'll do a deep cut. Try to constrict again. And then trick blind. 88 and bleeding, very nice. And he is blinded. Awesome. Papano is stunned and marked, that's okay, because you're not gonna live for much longer. We'll just attack with everyone now. Another crit, very again. Oh, and the chef's knife is damaged, that's fine. We have plenty more where that came from. It does seem like he healed off of Papano. Papano is marked again. Papano, now might be a good time to share your lunch with us. Another crit from me. Very good. Crawler is confused now. Nice. The other chef's knife is damaged. We're all healed back up. Crawler is no longer blinded. No one's no longer boosted. That's fine. We'll just keep on attacking. Hell yeah. Goodbye, Crawler. That's the rest of the boss enemies, I think. That's it. That was all of them. And we got another cassette tape. So, right here in the middle, there's an equal sign edge to the handle. Let me take a look at the planets that we know about and see how we can combine them to be the same value. We have 16, 28, 95. And we have some zeros too. So technically... Oh, I wonder if you can find duplicates of the same planet. That might be how we get to the Saturn number. I could theoretically remove the Earth and Mars discs for this puzzle. But I don't know that that would help me right now. The math is not mathing. Okay. I'll think about it. We'll come back once we have more info. For the time being, we're gonna explore what we can explore. What I might do... How are we looking? We're still only recently saved. Let's go see if we can fight Antoine, shall we? Let's at least get started in the basement. Figure out if it is too strong for us or not. I was terrified of him at first because I wasn't sure what I was expecting in the basement. And he came at me really fucking fast. I'll just make sure to give Sophie some stamina so we can use some of the abilities. I could repair our weapons too, but I don't think that's gonna be necessary. Well, replace the weapons rather. We can't really repair them anymore. A pile of manga. We'll take those. We already checked the posters. We can't really pick those up at all. A box of Pocky. A can of an energy drink. A vintage game console, we'll take that too. And we're gonna fight Antoine. Oh, he immediately draws acid as soon as the fight begins. That's fantastic. So we'll do the Nitro Boost. We will immediately patch up Papano so that he doesn't die here. I could use an elixir. Would that be worth it here, or is that a waste? I'll probably save it for now and just use a tonic. And then Sophie hides. As someone who hates bugs, this guy's a fucking nightmare. Alright, Papano is paralyzed and can't move. He deals a lot of damage though. It didn't tell me I felt the urge to run away though. Let's try a Molotov here. And we'll try to blind him. Gazes with many eyes. Oh, he can counter attack too. That's not good. Okay, Antoine is burning. Oh, goodness gracious. Yeah, he deals so much freaking damage. Well, maybe he's a glass cannon. I'll keep throwing Molotovs since that does seem to be effective. In fact, I'll use up both my last ones for this. Okay, Sophie evaded. Perfect. Okay, it seems like specifically Papano just took a lot of damage from him. I do have one stimulant, so I could try to get him back. I don't know that that would be worth it at this point. We'll do some deep cuts here. just to add more damage over time. Nona falls asleep, Nona is panicking and sleeping. Fuck. Okay, well, it was at least worth a try, you know? We're panicking, so we can use abilities. I will still use Deep Cut with Sophie. He is confused now at the very least. Sophie evaded the counterattack again. Okay, we're almost dead here. I could escape, but we only just recently saved, so if anything happens, no big deal. I think now would be a good time to use an elixir. But how much is that actually worth? About 40 bucks? I did just get it, so I might as well. Sophie... Do I have anything else that deals fire damage that I could throw here? I guess I could try the gas bomb, but that feels a bit extreme. Let's try... Oh, he's using acid, so he's probably like resistant to acid. Let's do the... Right, I forgot the burning shot. There we go. Okay, Nuno's down. Sophie, you got this. I believe in you. Dang it. Never mind. I mean, Sophie could escape and we could just call it a loss there, but you know what? Fuck it. We're going through with this. Sophie! Cut that fuck up. Yeah, good job, Sophie. 5 damage, oh no. Well, never mind. Okay, lesson learned. We're not strong enough for Antoine yet. Alright, no big deal. We'll just reload here. That is exactly why I wanted to find an opportunity to save. And we did check all of the planet puzzles, so I still have those written down. We haven't made any other progress since we saved, so there's that. You feel as though there's something here with you. Yeah, my friends. In that case, let's go craft something. Since we're running low on Molotovs again, we might as well make some more. We got 3 cloths, which means a couple more Molotovs with our whiskey. And I do have some gasoline again, too. So I could make a firebomb. Why do these bikes always drive by while I'm recording? That is so inconsiderate. Oh, we got a knock at the door. Let's see who it is. A lady? A pallid woman with a strange, frumpy robe looks around furtively at your door. She appears very calm. What will you do? Hello. I need your help. Have you seen a little girl? She stares at the door blankly, waiting for a response. That might be Sophie's mother then. We did just reload our save, so what's the worst can happen, right? There you are, my daughter. Finally, we are together again. Mom, is that you? Please give her back to me. Alright, might as well try and see what happens. Mom, you're here. Yes, yes, I am your mother. Here, a reward for saving my precious child. Ooh, an elixir, 2 first aid kits, and 4 tonics. You leave the 2 to reunite in peace. Oh! I might have just handed Sophie over to a monster. That was concerning. Hold on, she did mention that she was living on the 2nd floor apartment, right? This one is Jean's. Would it be this one? Oh, did I make a mistake? Did I just lose Sophie forever? Well, I mean, we do have 2 other people in our apartment currently that we can add to a party now, right? I hope Sophie at least gave us our equipment back that we put on her. Manage party. Join party. Yeah, whatever. I can take anyone. Okay, so they're both in a party now. They're both level 2. Punk and Goth. Okay, we did get the equipment from Sophie back at least. How many shotgun rounds do I have? 6 currently equipped. And we have 28 in the bank. Yeah, sure, we'll give Montgomery our shotgun. And then Zarya... Oh, she has a paintball gun already equipped. Covered in mysterious arcane symbols. 25 shots. In that case, I'm gonna give Montgomery a melee weapon. You can have the chef's knife. And maybe not the motorcycle helmet. You can have the crown of fingers. Okay, seems pretty good to me. We'll see how that goes. I feel a bit sad about Sophie, but the way that that one frame looked when she reunited with her mother, it did seem like they were both transforming, so maybe they're fine, you know? Reunited one friendly monster with another, and we got a bunch of items out of it, so I can't really complain, can I? You know, I think I need a mental break after that. Because I'm having a mental breakdown. Let's play some Massacre Princess, shall we? We should probably at least do one of these per episode. You resume your Massacre Princess Catholicon game. You set off toward Hyrcania, but the enemies are way too strong. It looks like you'll need another grinding session. You spent several boring, grueling hours gaining experience and gold for your characters. You can't believe how much time has passed. You put the game down for now. Yeah, JRPGs really do not help with morale. Or loneliness, for a matter of fact. Well, let's cook some food in that case. Maybe that's gonna help with the loneliness. We had fish last time. Let's make some beef. With veggies. You cooked something new. You eat some beef with veggies. You share the food with 3 people. Everyone recovers around 58 HP and 29 stamina, plus 9 social. While eating, you think about the time you killed a cockroach. You feel bad for some reason. I tried not to! I'm sorry, I tried to let it go. Why do you feel this sudden sympathy for cockroaches? They're disgusting. Isn't there a book about this? Is there? I do have a shelf. Do I have like books on there? Nothing interesting here. Nothing interesting here. Oh. Is this? Oh. That's where you put it. Screamatorium. This old game scared you so much as a kid. You haven't seen it in years. Cool. We found another video game. I wanted to read a book, man. Alright, well, I still don't have anything to really craft here, do I? Let's go back out with our newfound friends, in that case. We'll have to level them up a bit, though. I guess that's the one downside of getting them late. Well, I guess they only now showed up at the door, so I don't really know if I could have gotten them any sooner. Though it does seem like the door events are mostly random. So what can I do now other than the plant dungeon? Because that's not gonna happen until we pass a day. I guess we could go back into the landlord's apartment, or we check out what else there is in the basement. That might be the way to go, honestly. Oh. There's still an enemy in here. Well, we might as well take care of that while we're here. So what do you have? Those are just your weapon skills, that's fine. Slap them awake, cures sleep and catatonic, may also cure panic, confusion, charm, stun, and rage. Wow. That's interesting. Well, let's just do a ranged attack for now. Fire a single rifle round, sure. Nitro boost. Ooh. I mean, I'm assuming Montgomery took a lot of damage from that because he's only level 2, but that was still a lot. I don't think Sophie took that much when she got hit. Oh right, Zarya has no melee weapon. Oh, that's fine, you can just use another ranged attack here. There we go. It feels strange to have a full party for once. Freak out learned. What's that do? Go a little bit nuts, lose control and attack enemies. Attacks may cause panic. Neat. Maybe I should equip you with a melee weapon. Let's see. We're currently all going slashing, and if I go back to the landlord's apartment, we should probably maintain that too. Okay, was there anything else in here? There was a door, but I don't remember... Ah, that's the entrance, right. Alright, well, now that we have a full party, this feels a lot more doable now. The only place I really haven't checked yet... Well, definitely past you. Let's do some nitro boosting, and then the other ones will just attack for now. Because you don't have a lot of health, you mostly deal a lot of damage. If I remember correctly. Because you do like a multi-hit attack, it's gonna spread out a lot better. Since we have more party members. We're not gonna run into the issue where it's gonna focus down a single person. Oh, there we go. Oh, we just killed it in 2 turns. We got an ammo belt and dog tags. Let's go give Montgomery a bandage here. Alright, I'm gonna have to remember where I have already been and where I haven't. I don't think we ever went past this Gatling guy over here, so this might be new for us. We should also be able to deal a lot better with bigger groups of enemies now. We'll do a nitro boost, we'll attack everyone with Pompano. We'll probably spread out the deep cuts a bit. We should do that on the big one though. 1 deep cut on the big one. Although they are all bayonets, I guess it doesn't really matter. And let's use Freak Out and see what happens. The worst case scenario is that she hits one of us, I guess. Okay, that's fine. I already miss being able to blind them with Sophie. But the Rat Tail Whip, as always, is doing a great job here. If that ever gets damaged again, I'll probably just unequip it so I don't lose it until I find more duct tape. Oh, I guess once you use Freak Out with Zarya, you can't give her commands anymore until the end of battle. Well, I guess until she stops freaking out. Kind of similar how, like, the rage-based attacks in Pokemon work, I would imagine. Montgomery is now level 4 and learned Battle Brew. Zarya learned Berate. Let's see what those do. Battle Brew, attempt to craft a Monty special, needed for special attacks. Okay. Kinda like having to hide with Sophie before you can use the specials. And then we have Berate. Yell at it. Zarya's very good at yelling, may cause panic and confusion. Hell yeah. Already a big fan of these two, honestly. Ah, there's a mine enemy. Let's just ignore that for now. It won't move. It won't move. And then this one leads back to the bathroom. You no longer feel lonely. It's now the evening. So this is a new area here. We got a hand grenade and a detonator by the looks of it. And an enemy I haven't seen before. No, is that an NPC again? Feels like we've been stuck in this place forever. Bit by bit, my sanity is coming back. Not sure why. Kind of wish I was still some mindless thing. This boredom is killing me. I've been collecting these dog tags to pass the time. They just show up sometimes. I don't know where they're from. Maybe people he knew back then? Anyway, I'll give you $5 each for them. I sure do have some dog tags for you. But who were you before this? Cashier at the hardware store. Yeah. Is this curse a step up or a step down, you think? Probably a step down. Or about breaking even. You might be right. On the other hand, I'm stuck in somebody else's personal hell. On the other hand, I don't have to smile at rude customers anymore. On the third hand, my sanity holds on by a thread. That one really goes for both, though. I don't know, it's hard to say. Score! Okay, let's see. You've got 7 dog tags, I'll give you $35 for them. Deal? Sure. Don't spend it all in one place. Ha, just kidding. There's only one place to spend it around here. Well, I guess that's a fair point. 2 places now, technically. Sorry, I had to take a sip. My voice is feeling a bit rough after all of this. Nope, there's another mine. I guess we can just attack them. Doesn't really take much to kill them. Although we do needlessly damage our chef's knives that way, but that's fine. We have more. We have more knives. Everything's gonna be okay. The only thing I don't want to lose is the whip. There we go. Get some free money that way. See, that's like 1 dog tag's worth of money. Okay, there's the next landlord door. Another passageway past some mines. And I think that was a door that I can blow up. This is a room we've already been to. This way is blocked with rubble. Use the sapper charge. Let's just make sure everyone is behind the wall here. So what do we have? Ooh, an old war rifle. Okay, cool. We have so many ranged weapons now. Maybe I should start equipping them on everyone. That might be a great thing to do for the basement. We can just go in guns blazing. Anyway, I started blasting. You still owe $600 in rent. Jesus. Well, we have 1,031, and this is progress. I would assume. You know what? Fuck it. Let's do it. Oh, finally, this was your last payment. Oh. Oh, why is it? How is it raining in here? Okay, still some more bombs. We could go back and save. Maybe I should do that. I don't want to inadvertently trigger a boss fight or anything. The hell was that? Okay, never mind. Let's go back and save the game. A bottle of elixir. Well, I guess I'm here now. cool. Oh boy, okay. Yet another horror we have to deal with. I see how it is. Oh! Oh, we're back. Oh, this just turned into even more of a maze, didn't it? Ooh, hello. Yeah, I'm not gonna fight with you yet. Are you the landlord? I almost think that is what that's supposed to be. No, it looks different. Let's see if we can cheese this. Okay. There should be some way to get back to the entrance from here. There's our scout. Yeah, okay. I don't want to fight this guy. These are ridiculously tough usually. But thankfully he didn't seem to mind us at all. Ah, there are arrows leading towards an exit. What's to the left here then? Nothing but a drawer. With $10 in cash. Okay. So if this does let us leave the apartment, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go back up to our apartment, save the game, and then I'm gonna tackle whatever that giant driving army maw monster is. We are fairly well equipped. I might equip one of us with the hunting rifle. Ooh, that's a lot of XP, wow. 390 XP plus 4 morale. Montgomery is now level 5 and Zarya is also level 5. Very nice. We're definitely making a lot more progress now. I'm feeling a lot more competent about the game. I might cook a little something. Let's see, maybe just pizza bites, just something little. See if that also heals the entire party or not. You shared a food, 38 HP. Yeah, cooking is really where it's at if you just need to heal the entire party real quick. Did that say we got 8 leftovers? Damn. Zarya and Monty are actually eating outside the room today. You're not sure what the occasion is, but this might be an opportunity to get them to turn the music down. Why would I do that? They seem to be having fun. Let them have their fun. It's fine. They're guests. Okay. I don't know what we're gonna get out of this, but we're fully refreshed. We just saved. We might as well see what happens if we explore the landlord's apartment to the last bit. Because it does seem like that's the last area, right? We just paid the last of the rent. So I would assume this is it. This is the end. So let's go and see... Okay, this is the battlefield again. I could take on the medics, maybe. I'm definitely a lot more prepared for them now than I was before. Oh. A disc with a picture of the planet Jupiter! Okay, I did not just expect it to be one of the planet discs in here. That's probably what the apartment is for in general. Cool, that is progress. I don't quite know what door I can use it on yet. But let's at least figure out what we're dealing with here. Your lease is up, soldier. Time to move out. Oh, right, move out. Get it? It's, you know, an army reference, but also a apartment tenant reference. Yeah. So Jupiter is 95 moons. Okay, let's see here. We're gonna start with a Nitro boost. We'll do the Whip Constrict with Pompano. I don't know what the Battle Brew is gonna do. I think we're just sticking with the Deep Cut and just cause some bleeding here. As much bleeding as we can. Alright, Digger is grappled. The Trench Digger is bleeding. Bleeding even more. And there's our Nitro boost. Oh, did Pompano not get boosted? I have your security deposit right there. Trench Digger readies explosive rounds. That probably means we should block for the turn, right? Three quick shotgun blasts. 5 damage, and no effect. No effect. 5 damage, 4 damage, no effect. 3 damage, 4 damage. Yeah, I'm glad I blocked for this. I'm gonna have to see if there's a way that we can... Oh, shit. Yeah, I'm really glad I blocked it. Okay, Pompano is already no longer stunned. That's fantastic. Let's see here. The gas bomb is for blinding and stunning. Let's give that a try. I know it's only one enemy, but still, might be worth it. We'll do the whip drain on Pompano since we did grab him. We'll try to do the battle brew, and then maybe... Let's actually try to berate. No, I don't really want him to, like, confuse. Maybe just one more deep cut to get, like, maximum bleeding. Monty attempts to brew his famous Monty special. His brew succeeded. We got 2 Monty special. Nice. Trench Digger is stunned. We absorbed some health for the whip. Okay, we reached 3 stacks of bleeding. We lost the knife, but that's fine. So in that case, I think what I'll do is we'll do some multi-pistol shots. We'll keep whip draining. So now we got Fire Belch. 80 fire damage causes burns and makes Monty catatonic. Boosts melee and ballistics, but also poisons and calms down Zarya when she's berserk. So not any that I want to use right now. This would be great. This is like an emergency Molotov. But we can use Monty for the rest of the fight after that, I would imagine. So Monty, just keep attacking. I think I will try the Berate. Okay, no longer grappled. That means I can't drain anymore. At least not to great effect. Trench Digger is confused now. No longer confused, never mind. Ah, it resists shots. Okay. I have another for you. Okay, explosive rounds are coming up again, so we're gonna guard. Three shotgun blasts. That's fine. Since we died after Antoine, we can use the shared lunch again from Pompano, so we're gonna do that. Okay, our friends got stunned. But Montgomery snapped out of it, that's good. We'll just keep attacking normally for now with everyone that still has their knives. We'll use the share lunch. Down. How the hell does something that big even dodge? Okay, knife broke, that's fine. We have plenty of other ways to deal damage here. Oh, it's repairing itself. But it's also bleeding tremendously. So we'll do attacks here. And Zarya... Sure, freak out. Maybe not. Yeah. Oh, wait, right, our knife also broke now. I need to think of something else. Probably just gonna throw some table knives in that case. Maybe I'll have everything... Oh! They explode. Okay, that's good to know. So you can either use them with Montgomery to greater effect, but with downsides, or you just throw them like mini Molotovs. Okay. Yeah, Montgomery, you just attack, and then... I think we will try to freak out here, although it's already panicking. Yeah, also throw a table knife. There we go. Oh, shit, that's it. Never mind. 320 XP, $100. We got an army jacket, a helmet, and an ammo crate. And we all leveled up, except for Papino. Acid Spit learned. Tough Love learned. Let's see here. What do you do? Not status, skill. Acid Spit. Spits 3 times 40 acid damage attacks and causes acid burn. Also makes multi-catatonic. So these are like my last restore kind of abilities. Got it. And then Zarya has Tough Love. A punch straight to the gut for camaraderie. Yeah? I would assume still at the enemy, right? So are we done in here then? We beat the boss. And we did find a planet disk. I think we can just leave. Until I find another reason to come in here, which would only really be like clearing out all the enemies and maybe finding more dog tags and I guess the hidden supply caches. I think that's really all we needed to do in there. Now I just need to figure out what to use the discs on. Because I'm pretty sure, like, looking at these puzzles that I've found, none of the number combinations make any actual sense. The only thing I can think of... not in this one. Oh, right. I forgot, we have to open this up again. Well, that only had an elixir in it anyway, so I'm not too bothered. Let's see here. The only other thing I can think of for the other room with the Saturn door is that we line up the other planets in a way that in the order that they are in the solar system. So I believe that would be... what's the first planet again? I want to say that's Mercury. So Mercury, Venus, then Earth, then Mars, and then Jupiter? Except we can't get Earth and Mars because they are currently keeping the door to the ground floor open. So unless we find an alternate route to the ground floor, I don't think there's much we can do with that. I still don't know what we can do with the other puzzles, honestly. So we have discs that are with 0 moons. We have 1, we have 2, we have 16, we have 28, we have 95. Huh. I'll have to come back to that. This really is gonna take a while to beat this game, huh? And who knows? Depending on how this all ends, we might even have to start a completely new playthrough if I run out of days to beat this. So if I do take these out, right? Yeah, that locks. So we have to find an alternate way to get in there. Oh, right. I also beat you before I saved. Let's repeat that then. Let's do a chef's knife. Actually, no, I want the cleaver. You still have your chef's knife. And then you get the other one. And we'll probably heal everyone just a little bit. We do have some leftovers. We should probably use those before they go bad. Whoops. There we go. Might as well use the last one too. Okay. You weren't really a big deal earlier, and you're not gonna be a big deal now. We're gonna constrict you. And then deep cut away. Oh no, the tough love is ours. Huh. I'm not sure what that would be useful for, other than maybe knocking someone out of confusion. Zarya does seem to be especially geared towards healing status ailments, so that makes sense. Alright, well now that he's already bleeding, let's just attack for the rest of it. I didn't notice that. Okay, we get a cassette tape. And Pompano leveled up. So what I do want to see down here... Like last time I left really quickly in a hurry because Antoine scared me. Let me take a look at our discs again. We also have the sun. I don't know... Wait a second. Okay, we are missing the Neptune disc, but... We went off on the assumption that each of these discs correlate to the amount of moons that the planets have. We have no info on Pluto, because it only listed the amount of moons for the actual planets and not the dwarf planets. But also, would the sun theoretically count for 9, because there's 9 things orbiting around it? So like, the planets including... Yeah, I would say the planets are technically the moons of the sun, if you will. In that case, that would give us exactly enough for 146, right? 16 plus 28 plus 95 is 139. We would need 7 more. That doesn't quite add up, though. Unless there's one that counts as -1. Because we would need to insert 5 discs. So even with the sun disc, that's only 4. If we do Neptune, Uranus, Jupiter, and the sun, I guess we could add either Mercury or Venus for 0. How many planets are there in the solar system? I want to say there's 8, right? It used to be 9 with Pluto. So that's 1 too many. Interesting. Maybe Pluto counts as -1, I don't know. Hello, Editing Nono here, just interrupting the Let's Play for a second to let you all know that I'm a dumbass. The info on the planets upstairs in the Stargazer apartment literally told me that there are 8 planets and 5 dwarf planets. I realized that as I was editing the video, that would add up to 13, which does make the math check out. So before you yell at me for getting that wrong, I just wanted to let you know I figured out my mistake, and I will be able to solve these puzzles when I'm back. I think. I might still have to find Neptune first. But we'll worry about it when we get to it. Anyways, that's it. Enjoy the rest of the Let's Play. So that one is locked from the other side. But either way, I can't do it yet anyways, because we're missing Neptune. So until I find that one, we won't really find out. And then how do I open you up? Well, I guess if the sun counts for 7, that does change things a little bit. Is there any way that I can add 7? 7 plus 16 would be 23. No, that doesn't quite work. I was thinking of matching it with Uranus, but... I'll do something that I should have probably done a while ago. I'm gonna do some online research. How many moons does Pluto have? Okay! That answers my question. Pluto technically has 5 known moons. So if we add that, that would mean that we would technically only need Neptune, Uranus, Jupiter, Pluto, and then Mars, and that would give us the 146. But that would still require us to get the Mars disk, which means we would need an alternate way to get to the ground floor. But if Pluto is 5, then we can also... Would that work? If the sun is a... No, wait, the sun is 8, we said, right? So that doesn't quite work. Oh, I'm gonna have to think about this a little while longer, don't I? So what can I do then? I guess I can check more rooms in the basement now that we're fully equipped, we're in good shape. We're just not going to fight Antoine. Until I find something that specifically counteracts acid, I want to say. Ooh, okay, we got some supplies in here, some anxiety meds. Stimulant. We got a tonic, a bomb, and 4 bandages. Okay, now we're talking. Some Clyzox, 3 of them in fact. So what are you guys? Are you scared of me? Oh. Okay. Interesting. Seems like there's another painter living here. There's some kind of paint palette down here. Oh, that's not a palette. That is a roach. No, a centipede? With weapons. First of all, gross. I hate bugs. Decapitation? Since when did I have that? Huh. Well, let's do Nitro Boost. We'll start with a Whip Constrict on Pompano again. We'll do a Deep Cut on Clyde. Wait, Clyde? Alright, sure, buddy. Poor Clyde. Turn into a gross abomination. I guess we can try fire and see how effective that is. It is a bug. If Pokemon has taught me anything, it's that bugs are weak to fire, right? Alright, Clyde can bleed, that's good to know. Burst of SMG rounds, that's fine. There's our Nitro boost coming in. Yep, okay, weak to burning. Clyde rolls up into a ball. Okay. We might want to block here. I'm starting to get like Final Fantasy VI flashbacks where sometimes you don't want to attack when a shelled creature rolls up, you know? Let's just guard for now and see what he does. A roll tackle. Papano is stunned. Okay, yeah, so he did just prepare for an attack. Let's see how well guns work against him. I think I'll actually spend a turn to make more Battle Brew. They seem to be useful, and having more of them will probably help quite a lot. Let's cause more bleeding too. Alright, we got 3 Monty specials. Chef's knife was damaged, that's fine. Okay. We'll just keep attacking here. I'm actually going to throw one of the Monty specials just for some extra damage. Or not, Clyde is dead, poor Clyde. 150 XP and $10. We got a frying pan. So the enemies here are not pushovers, but they're not particularly difficult either. At least judging by Clyde, I just gotta be careful. A photo album filled with family pictures. We can sell that. Ooh, hi, hello. Yeah, you know what? I can take you on. Oh, that is some serious fighting music. Okay, maybe not. Let's start with a mullet. Actually, no, Jennifer. You look like a Jennifer. I'm so sorry to all the Jennifers out there. Why did I say that? Let's start with a Molotov, and honestly, a tonic on myself, please, Saria. I feel like I'm mostly gonna use Saria as a healer here, because she's not particularly powerful. Alright, Jennifer is also weak to fire and kicks with many legs. Saria is stunned, that's okay. Oof. And infected. I should probably do something about that. Is there anything I can do about that in battle? I guess I can use the medication. Sure, let's do that. Pompino. Whip Drain. Montgomery, focus on healing Saria back up, please. Alright. Saria is no longer stunned. And no longer infected either by the looks of it. Yeah, since this seems to be a rougher fight, let's keep going with the Molotovs. I'll have to think of something for Pompano here. You keep Saria alive. And then we'll try to make Jennifer bleed over here. There we go. Yeah, the Nitro Boost really is helping us dodge a lot of attacks here, I feel. Okay, that's Zarya down, that's okay. Worst case scenario, I'll just try to run. And then we'll regroup in the apartment. I mostly just want to see how powerful the things down here really are. I don't want to use all my Molotovs, but I will happily throw more Monty specials. Alright, that's a maximum stack of bleed. So she does seem to bite down every turn. Oof. She's taking like 100 damage over time per turn. And still is very much alive. It might not be worth pursuing. But I already invested too much into this fight, so... We did just find a stimulant, so we could bring the other two back if we wanted to. What I can try to do is throw a gas bomb and see if that stuns it. And then use the decapitation to deal like triple damage. That might be worth attempting. Let's see. The problem with reviving them for 50% is that they might just get killed again on the same turn. So I think what I'll do is I'll keep throwing another Molotov. Okay, cool. Bit of a waste of a Molotov, but at least now we know how the enemies here stack up, especially the tougher ones. A thick fur coat, winter coat, okay. Let's see here, is that better than your jacket? Not really, but the army jacket kinda is. We'll do that. I'll also give you your ranged weapon back for the time being. Same with Montgomery. Let's do the war rifle on Monty. And you can have the other army jacket. Oh, the army helmet is also pretty good. There we go. Protects from crushing, bullet damage, and stun. Yeah, I would say that's pretty good on her. Okay. And then there's one more room up here. Getting late, you should probably go back home and sleep. Well, looking at that thing, yeah. I probably don't want to fight that right now. I will take the first aid kit though. Let's return home. I don't know if I have to revive everyone, or if they'll just recover after the day is done, but I guess we're gonna find out. $140 XP. Montgomery's now level 7 and so is Zarya. Wonderful. Can I craft anything new here? We did pick up more Klyzox. Oh, right. Okay. Yeah, nothing I can craft right now. I do hope that the shop is going to have more Molotovs tomorrow. What's the time right now? Is there still time for a video game? Probably not. I don't think it's gonna let you do anything that makes the time pass past midnight. What I will try to do is make some food and see if that heals everyone despite them being KO'd. Oh, we're now a home cook. Neat. No, it does not. Okay. I'm still gonna rest up and see if that brings them back. If not, we might just have to use some first aid kits here. We're gonna brush our teeth. We're gonna take a shower. You shower for about half an hour. You have soap and hot water, so the shower is very effective. 60 hygiene, 10 calm, and 4 morale. So what is the plan for next day going to look like? We can check in with the plant department and see if we can make progress there. I will also see if maybe after a day has passed, I will be able to look for Sophie again on the 2nd floor. At least I think I remember that's where she told me she lives. Unless that questline is just fully over now. But we're gonna see about that. I might check in with Jean again as well. But for now, let's save the game. Sybil, sorry. Sybil probably doesn't have anything new to say. I'm gonna save on a separate slot just in case. Better safe than sorry. And I would say that we end right here, but let me go to bed first and actually see if it recovers everyone, or if I have to do that manually. As you fall asleep, you feel something brush through your hair. Monty crafted 10 paintballs for Zarya. Monty brewed a Monty special. It's now early morning. It's 5:46, only 8 days left. Okay. Let's see here. Okay, so it did revive them. They do have some health again. That's fine. We'll use some bandages to patch them up a little bit further. And then we're gonna save the game again, so that we're prepared for next time. Although, I guess I could save the save for later. That way I don't have to make sure that I explore enough areas to unlock one. Yeah, most of my perishable food is pretty gross right now. I don't know why I added a word there. I couldn't fit a chicken into a freezer, so that's gone now. Oh, I'll be okay as long as I ration, but I'm getting kinda sick of canned food, and I can't read anymore either. Canned veggies, canned tuna, canned beans. Oh, don't forget frozen pizza bites. I just want to eat something real again. So what's new? Anything interesting happened since we last spoke? Yes, I slept. Wasn't anything too stressful then? Okay, I'm not gonna lie. Sometimes I can smell your cooking through the wall and get jealous. Let me know if you find anything good to eat out there. I'm sick of frozen food. I'll let you know, Sybil, I promise, once I find out how to get it to your apartment at least. So, yeah, that seems like a good length of an episode again. Why is it always like an hour and a half that I end up with? Oh well, we're making good progress now. We finally got a full party, and they're getting there in level 2. We got plenty of equipment, we got plenty of healing items, we got plenty of things to do, although I will have to think about the progression here. Let me know if you want me to kill Fred. Any of them. Just the fake ones. Maybe leave a specific one alive, I don't know. And then I will check the plant department, I'll check for Sophie. I might check the vending machine again too. Audrey, I believe it was? I guess the only other thing I can think of that we haven't done progress-wise is check out the Stargazer's apartment. Maybe we are strong enough for that now that we have 4 party members. Checking out the Jennifer fight just now made me think that we are strong enough. Maybe not for Antoine yet. Fuck Antoine. I'm gonna save that one for much, much later. Or we can just check out the rest of the basement. Who knows, maybe the other rooms aren't as terrifying. But in the meantime, have a good rest of your day, evening, morning, whatever it is for you. and I'll see you again soon. Bye!